forearms. In other words, keep the two 90-degree angles in your wrists and elbows until the ball moves above your eye level. Once the ball clears your eye level, extend your arms, but not your shooting wrist. Keep your wrist set until the last moment. You should feel your elbow lock out at the same time your wrist begins to break. Now it's time for some coordination. At this point in your shot motion, you must time the breaking of your shooting wrist with your feet leaving the ground. Don't worry about how high you jump, but on the other hand, make sure you leave the ground. This is not a free throw. You must learn to recruit the vertical power of your legs and core to get the ball to the goal. Your ball, in its upward motion along the shot line, simply rides the power wave starting from the ground, coming up through your body, and leaving through your hands. A perfectly timed shot is one where the ball leaves your hands on the crest of the power wave generated by your legs and body.
The point of release.
At the point of release, both arms are fully extended. The shooting wrist is fully broken and even flops a little. The shooting fingers, the index, middle, and ring finger, are directly above the goal and on the shot line. Think about it. The ball started on your shot line, traveled up your shot line, and was stroked on your shot line. Therefore, the shooting hand should naturally finish on the shot line above the goal. More specifically, your first two fingers should finish dead center on your shot line down the center of the goal. And from your vantage point, your fingers should appear to be above the rim. How far above the goal? The tips of the shooting fingers should finish on or above the top of the square to ensure proper arch. If you want to know how to achieve the absolute best arc for your own personal shot, see my review of the Noah system in Chapter 12. More on this later. The non-shooting hand finishes with fingers and thumb pointing up towards the ceiling. It should be in the same relative position to the shooting hand as it was when you were holding the ball in the set position. The palms should be facing your shooting hand thumb. The edge of your guide hand should frame the edge of the rim.
After the shot.
The last things to check are your feet. Are they still under your shoulders? And more importantly, are your toes still facing the goal? Remember, no twisting or turning of the body while you're in the air.
Summary and review.
Let's review quickly. Ready. Shooting hand balances the ball. Guide hand on the side with the fingers pointing up. Set. Feet square under shoulders. Body bent. Ball in the shot pocket. Two right angles. Forearms parallel to the ground. Fire. Everything goes up together. Time the breaking of your shooting wrist with your feet leaving the floor. Pose. Freeze your follow through and check your shooting sights. Both arms extended, shooting wrist fully broken, shooting fingers on the shot line above and pointing down into the goal. The tips of those fingers finish above the little white square. Non-shooting hand along the side of the rim. Feet are still pointing toward the goal and under your shoulders. Notice that proper training involves paying attention to three distinct phases of your shot. Before you shoot, ready and set. Check your hands, feet, and body position. During your shot, fire. Try to catch the goal between your arms and time the release of the ball with your feet coming off the ground. After you shoot, pose and check your sights. Goal between extended arms, floppy shooting hand on the shot line above the goal, and your feet balanced and square.
Chapter 2. How to build your footwork step by step.
Look at Chapter 2 as a continuation of Chapter 1, because shot form without the footwork is only half of the picture. This chapter will separate you from being a stationary target shooter to a player who can shoot real game shots from every angle, on the move, and off the dribble. And notice throughout this chapter that you will always finish your footwork with your feet landing under your shoulders, square to the goal. In other words, even off the move, your shot will always start and finish with your body in the same position you learned in Chapter 1. Game shooting becomes just a matter of one habit, your footwork, leading into another habit, your shot motion.
1. Step up square.
Begin in your set position facing the goal. Step back with your right foot, step up and fire. Stay low and stay set while you step back and up. You're training your right foot to always land in the same place, squarely under your right shoulder.
Game application.
If you're catching the pass in an open stance, then you'll have to step up to shoot. This might happen even with a skip pass. Now, stepping up can increase your vertical, so don't be surprised if you get a little more lift on the ball when you